Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Jesse, your DM.
Cody playing Lazarus.
Brennan playing Dis.
Mike playing Nim.
Britt playing Kenna.
And we are Double Doubles and Dragons. We're a group of goofy Canadians that have gotten together to play a little D&D. Sometimes we will say things that are inoffensive. We mean them as jokes, of course, and they're certainly funny to us, but some people may find this offensive. If you do, we apologize, but we don't want any hate mail about it. So just don't listen, okay? Let's jump right into the action. Okay, so...
Did she tumble down a hill? Sorry.
Welcome back, everybody. Quick recap for those just joining us. We have a problem. So 2 girls were trying to get free passage from the party, and one of them went, and then Dis kind of got her back and sent her back to the market, and then Kenna brought the other one by mistake, and Kenna reacted and turned into a giant goat, and then, folded the girl over her horns like she was hit by a Mack truck, and then Dis just jumped in while Lazarus and Father Maxie and another unidentified farmer are looking on in abject horror, and was like, don't worry everybody, it's Surf and Turf's new skit. And that's basically where we left off.
Okay, so did she roll down a hill?
No, it's flat ground.
Oh my god!
Thanks, Lazarus. I think that's what everybody's doing.
Oh my... I want to, as I'm saying skit, this is Surf and Turf's new skit. Oh my god, that goat just attacked that woman. That woman needs medical attention. I'm gonna get her to the market rung. I'm gonna run over as quick as I can, ignoring everybody else, because I'm sure some people are just like, wow, that's total bullshit.
I'm gonna keep running. I'm just gonna run, I guess.
I'm like, somebody catch that goat, assuming Kenna can make it away.
I'm running as fast as I humanly...
So he just yelled, somebody catch that goat, and everybody looks at Lazarus, because you're the hero here.
I just drop the stone. You're like, this is going to need explanation. And I just run after the goat.
Oh, good lord.
Lazarus is just like,
Okay.
I leave him alone for 1 fucking minute.
So Lazarus takes off after the murderous goat, and Dis runs up to the unconscious woman.
I'm going to get her support.
Sorry, do I have to run past her?
Yes.
Can I just lay on hands on my way by? For 10?
I mean, yeah, absolutely you can. That's gonna make Dis's part a little harder.
She's on the
I would
ground,
assume
though.
I'm already in the process of
Okay.
going as Lazarus runs up. I don't
No,
even...
Lazarus was closer.
Oh, okay.
Because the goat took off.
Yeah, but you
because
give-
she had a head
No,
start,
no,
then the
it's-
goat ran fast, so
I
you're
have
behind.
no indication that this woman is negatively involved in any way. and
No,
I
of
just
course.
get
I'm not saying
careened.
you shouldn't heal her. I'm just saying his idea of I'm gonna give this unconscious woman help is really not gonna work when she just pops back up again.
I'm gonna run towards it anyhow and just going for the instant teleport out.
Okay.
I'm already have practice with the other
Fair
one.
enough, fair enough. So Lazarus, you walk over and you lay on hands.
Yep, and then just...
And she just immediately is like, "Ugh," and then you start running, and just touches her, and she disappears with him.
I'm just gonna take a moment to... Okay, I think we can get away with that.
Super accurate.
Oh man!
Oh,
I just had this mental image of Kenna as a goat, running in between the buildings, trying to find a safe space to unshift, and Lazarus, who doesn't necessarily know for sure that's Kenna, and anyway is just booking after this goat.
So Kenna would be looking for a spot to unshift.
Okay.
Even if she has to just run behind a building and just unshift and go back to the market.
I'm just gonna leave Lazarus. Goat's just gonna disappear. Oh my god. Okay.
I just want to...
Okay.
I can't. I'm not gonna...
Alright, we're gonna go to Dis first. Because, Dis, you reappear with the woman on the ground in the teleport pad. And what do?
As she's coming to, does she have a focus on me or anything? The freak out...
She's definitely got her eyes are doing the, did anybody catch the number of that bus?
Oh my god, are you okay? That goat just screamed you.
She's just her eyes are kind of lolling in the back of her head, and then she kind of starts to focus in. She's just wasn't that goat What?
That was just a wild goat. It just came out of nowhere. You took off running and it just sideswiped you.
But there was a girl, and then the girl was the goat?
That doesn't sound right at all. People can't turn into animals.
Persuasion.
Deception.
Deception.
This is gonna be when I roll like 1. Nope. That would be 28.
Okay. She's just like, right, of course. And then that other girl runs in, because they haven't been back all that long. And she's just kind of like, oh my god, are you okay? And like, she starts like,
I back
tending to
up
her.
and I just go, get her some help. It was crazy. And then I'm gonna go back to the farming run.
As you disappear, the only thing you hear is, what did you do to her? And then you disappear.
God.
Oh my god.
Fuck. Okay.
Can you keep track of it all?
Yeah, I can keep track of it all. That's not the problem. What's happening is I'm trying to figure out how like 7 or 8 other things are reacting at the moment.
Just to skip when you get back to me, I'm just gonna, hearing those words, I understood those and
Yeah, totally.
I'm going back, like, immediately afterwards.
Fair
I'm like, nope.
Yeah, you don't want to leave that loose end. Okay, what I'm trying to figure out is if you make it back to them first, or if Kenna teleports back after unshifting from a goat first. So, Kenna, your movement speed's faster than Lazarus when you're a goat. Mm-hmm. So I think you can outpace him to a certain degree. What I'm trying to figure out is if you can you don't really you wouldn't know to hide from him. So just other people, so that would almost happen immediately.
Do I notice that he's chasing me?
I don't know how you don't notice he's chasing after you, to be honest.
So then that might change her plan.
Okay.
So she'll find a safe place to unshift. And then, wait for Lazarus to show up.
Okay. So you kind of, duck behind... I don't think there's a building nearby, but you could kind of duck behind a bit of a ridge and kind of, hunker down.
Yeah.
Lazarus, go ahead.
What?
Oh, you were just holding up a finger like you had something to say? Okay. So basically what happens from your point of view, Lazarus, because that's the funnest point of view right now, is you're just a goat attack and you start running after it and then it ducks behind a bit of a hilly, or not a hill area, but a bit of rubble sort of thing. And you come around that corner and there's just Kenna laying there pressed up against the...
Alright, Lazarus is running in and he sees Kenna and then he's like, okay, whoa.
Okay, good, Kenna's here.
Wait. Just screeching halt.
That sound clip makes all the more. Oh, good, Kenna's here. Wait a minute.
Kenna, is Lazarus chasing you?
I think so, yeah.
What is all this commotion?
Well, we were on the marketplace and I was trying to buy some potions, but I didn't know if that was the right price, so I was trying to ask some people for some help, but then they tricked us and they ended up back here with us, and I didn't know if that was against the rules, because I don't know if that's against the rules. So then Dis got the one girl back, but the one girl was trying to get away from me, so I was trying to just knock her over so that I could take her back. But then I hit her a little bit hard.
Is that what you call what Lazarus witnessed?
Well, I wasn't trying to hit her that hard. She just was
you
running.
Certainly did.
She was running real hard, but I was going to heal her, but I just...
You are fortunate that Lazarus did so on the way by.
Oh, thank you.
I'm just imagining the full, Flusro ragdoll.
Yeah, just blah! Just tumbles through the air.
It just didn't work out the way I had envisioned it in my head. I was just trying to get her back so we didn't get into trouble, and I think I may have just got us into a lot more trouble.
Well, perhaps Lazarus is not sure now.
I don't know if it's a good idea for me to go back to the marketplace, so would you go and buy some potions?
Lazarus still has things here he has started.
Okay, well, I guess I'll just come help you with the church.
And everybody leaves Dis alone to deal with the 2 girls.
Don't worry. Nim will
Well, I
find me.
think the goat coming at it might bring back her memory. It might not be a good idea for the goat
I mean,
to
that's
go.
fair. I mean,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong.
So,
I guess these two are gonna head for the church.
And where's Nim's
Yeah,
little
that was my
story?
Yeah, I'm gonna come back to you. I just really wanted to, like, actually, you know what? We know you're gonna go back
Wait,
to talk to the
I'm
girls.
sorry, but, like-
we'll take a quick break from that adventure. Sorry, go ahead, Lazarus.
There's no way. There is no way you returning with me now is not going to arouse suspicion.
Okay, I'll go somewhere else and I'll come back.
Lazarus supposes he shall simply say he lost the goat.
I mean, that'll... Oh, wait. What if you take Kit? You could have caught the goat.
What, caught it by the uterus?
Reached right in there. Yeah, nothing's gonna make the hero look like he's confident than chasing after a giant goat and coming back with like
Fucking
a tiny 1 foot goat and being like, I got it.
Do you want to take Kit or not?
Lazarus is not sure what that would accomplish.
Well, I don't know, is it better to say you caught the goat? Or be like, this is the only goat I could find? Or is it better to be back and be like, I lost the goat? And then people are scared of a killer goat coming to get him. I don't know.
Lazarus is sure that farmers would be confident in handling a goat.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go away, and I will meet you...
You are making Lazarus lie again.
No, I'm not. I'm going away. You just say you lost the goat. The goat's gone.
Technically not a lie.
Technically
There's
not
no
a lie.
there. That's just an
The
omission
goat
of
is
information.
This is definitely
Lazarus shall be disappointed for you.
Well, I'm disappointed in myself. Don't even worry about it. I'm sorry, Lazarus.
Well, hopefully there is a good story at the end of all this.
Well, I mean, I knocked a girl over as a goat. As she was yelling rape as a black drow came at her, and I don't know. Seems like it's a good story already.
It just kind of goes back, I guess.
For whoever is out there listening to this is a great example of how shit can go downhill just so fast. Alright, we're going to take a moment from all that excitement to return to the mundane shopping activities of Nim and the old gnome / halfling. So, yeah, getting back to that.
Yep.
He comes back about like 5 minutes later. Like it's long enough for you to be like, Jesus, where did this guy go? But not so long that you feel like walking outside and maybe stumbling upon everything else that had happened. Not that I think they were out there for a full 5 minutes anyway, so honestly, like they're gone. He comes back. All right, you said 50 worth of the diamond, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. He's like, I need to see your ring, boy. All right. He's like, I hate to do it to the young, but that'll be 100.
How about this? How about I help you clean up your shop and we make it 50?
Kind of like looks around. What do you mean clean up my shop? I got everything right where I need it.
I don't mean move anything. I just mean spruce it up, make it a little cleaner. Like this. And then I just like blast some dust off with prestidigitation.
Off of what?
Just like a shelf. Like not off of something that looks like it might be dusty on purpose, but just something that's just like kind of dusty and could be cleaner.
So maybe like a bare spot of shelf?
Or maybe even the counter in front of him or underneath him, or I don't know. Is he standing on the counter again?
Yeah.
Okay, then just like the counter around him, so...
Okay. He kind of like looks down, he's just kind of like, oh. Alright, I suppose I should have guessed, wizard. That makes sense. But, yeah, I gotta tell you, I don't really know that sweeping up my shop is worth 50 gold.
I could, be of other assistance?
What did you have in mind?
I offer identification services of magical items.
I see. Alright. Well, maybe. Hey, I'll tell you what. You seem like the kind of fella that might need magical components from time to time.
Well, I'll be back for more for sure.
And we are allowed to make deals with adventurers, especially if they do side projects for us. We're allowed to drop down some of the tax in response to that. So I'll tell you what. You take this gem at the 100. And I'm going to give you something I need doing. And if you do it, I'll reimburse you 25, and I'll give you 50% off on what you buy after that. Off the tax part, mind you.
All right. You have the bag of gold, and you'll
I
give me
sure
50.
do. And I'm not here anymore.
She's got her own worries.
Well, I technically have 50 cents. All right, so here's the deal of what I have on me. I have 57 GP. My name is Nim Nam Foodle Knackle. Nice to meet you. Is there any way we can make this work?
57.
I will owe you 43 gold, and is there any way we can make that work?
You owe me 43. All right, maybe we can make this work. Hang on a second. And he kind of like, while still standing on the counter, he starts like rummaging through another area. And he comes out and he goes, oh, all right. I think maybe we could have a deal. And he holds his hand out to shake now that you've held your hand. As soon as he shakes your hand, you feel a sharp pain in your palm.
Oh, nice. What is it? I want to look at my palm.
So there is a tiny purple droplet gem that is now in the center of your palm.
Oh, sweet. What does that do? Kind of hurts, though.
It's just something to make sure I can, come find you if I need to collect.
Oh, it's cool. I mean, I wasn't planning on screwing you or
Oh,
anything,
no.
I prefer it this way, actually. This makes me feel better.
Don't you worry, it's nothing personal. It's just, you gotta be careful when people can teleport around all willy-nilly.
Oh, for sure.
It's, I just want to let you know, though, you be careful with that. If I haven't heard back from you in a couple weeks, it's gonna make teleporting pretty difficult.
Oh, no, I'll be back, maybe within the day? I don't know. I could even be back within 2 minutes. I mean, my companion should just be outside, so...
All right. No, like I said, it's not that I don't trust you. Just, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. All right. You give me the 57, and I'll give you any hands over the gem. All right. I guess I'll see you in a little while. What was it again? Vim?
Nim Nam Foodle Knackle. You can call me Nim for short, though.
I imagine I will. All right, well, you come back now, you hear?
It's a pleasure doing business with you, and sorry, what was your name?
People around these parts call me Larry.
All right, Larry, you take care.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Nim has his gem and a new gem. He picked up 2 gems for the price of 1.
50 GP. Diamond. Okay.
Okay, so... Nim walks outside, and everybody's gone.
He's just like, wait, what? Kenna! Kenna!
Oh, sure, no love for Dis.
Dis? Anybody?
It's too little, too late, Nim.
Lazarus?
Lazarus.
Well, he's confused. He doesn't know what's going on. I want to poke my head in the potion shop.
Okay. So you poke your head inside, the woman inside, you're just kind of like, can I help you?
Yeah, was there a human girl in here, fairly, tall?
It's not tall.
For those of you listening, Nim definitely didn't look like he was going to say tall. It was more of a chest motion. She's just kind of like, I believe there might have been, yes.
Where did she go?
She stepped outside for a moment.
And didn't come back?
Not in at least the last 10 minutes or so.
Crap. With the ring communication, is it between rungs?
You're not sure.
All right, I'm just gonna hit the ring and go. Kenna? Hey, Kenna, are you there?
Thank God Nim's the one with the high intellect in the party.
Well, there was a few parts of that whole Benny Hill thing where I'm like, what the hell are you guys doing? You got skills to deal with this stuff.
Nim's sitting on the sidelines just being like a whole party of adventurers, and we're getting schooled by two little girls that just wanted a cheap ride. Okay, so sorry, who are you trying to talk to?
Kenna.
Okay.
Am I ungoated yet?
Yeah, I'm trying to just pace myself through where it is. No reply from Kenna.
I'll try Dis next.
Okay. Dis. So, we're going to pick back up with you because it works out decently enough in the time frame that I'm just going to go with it. So, you heard the girl say, "Oh my God, what did you do to her?" And then you instantly teleported away. And then as you're like, "Oh, I need to go back," you hear in your head, Dis?
Hold on, dealing with something. Coming to the market room, I'm gonna teleport to the market.
Okay, so Nim, you don't receive a reply because Dis didn't say Nim first.
God damn it. I probably, in the rush I'm in right now, I wouldn't even think about it.
No, I totally, I don't even mean to,
Feels like they've been kidnapped now.
Yeah, I don't even mean to,
Chainmail
got
guy.
you with it.
Yeah, that's true.
It's just how it works, and you're right, you're rushed. So, yeah, you immediately teleport back, and the one girl is still on the ground, but, the other girl's helping her up. And kind of, there's two of the, greeters are kind of, helping them as well.
Oh my God. I'm sorry I left in a rush there. I didn't hear what you said last. I can explain what happened. She was attacked by a goat. A wild goat.
Persuasion.
Not deception.
Please.
No, he's not lying. She was attacked by a giant goat.
This is a bad time. Nat 1 plus persuasion?
Yeah.
5
Okay.
total.
So I'm not gonna lie. Dis isn't very persuasive. He's a little scattered. It looks fishy. But the girl's already been healed. And your deception to her was much more successful. So she's kind of nodding. She's like, "Yeah, there was this goat." And that's what saves you, is that she's conscious.
I'm just gonna take it as a win. Do you think you'll be okay? Do you need any more help?
The one who's helping the girl up is still giving you that I don't know about all this glare, but she's clearly more interested in helping her friend, sister, you don't know. And more or less everybody seems to have kind of dismissed you at this point.
Taking it as a win and going back to the shop, because I heard Nim and I said I was in the market room, so I'd assume he heard me.
Well, this is going to be a history check.
Yeah, I was going to say, how do you get back to the shop?
That was a very good point. Greeters are still there.
Yeah. They're everywhere.
I want to just grab the closest one.
Okay.
No, not grab. I just want to... Hey, hi, I don't know if you know me.
As soon as you go to interact, he's just "Hi, welcome to the market run. Can I help you find something?"
I'm looking for a person, actually.
All right. I can usually help with those requests as long as I've seen them before.
Nim Namfoodle Knackle.
And he kind of his eyes roll back in his head. "I'm not aware of anyone by that name."
He's a gnome. He came here once before. He likes books a lot. He would have mentioned books.
Did he come here with you?
Last time, yes. And with one other woman.
Okay, and then he kind of rolls back again. He just, "Oh, yes, I am aware of his location."
Could you take me there, please?
I can.
I follow along if he starts moving.
Yep.
If not,
yeah,
it's awkward.
he just starts walking off. All right, so Nim, in the meantime, because it's gonna take a cup,
I'm gonna
10 or 15 minutes.
I wait for maybe 30 seconds, and I call Lazarus.
Okay, so you're
Lazarus. Hey, Lazarus, are you there?
Where am I in all this?
So you would have heard that. Actually, you've just gotten back to the church and kind of trying to, as best as you can, put that act innocent and just go back to work saying you lost the goat thing into practice.
I'm just gonna come back without the goat and just be like...
Father Maxie's just kind of like, don't worry, child. Sometimes the devil escapes us, no matter how hard we try, but the Lord will help you get him next time.
And 2 extra legs, hopefully.
He just kind of like gives you a warm smile. He's like, now let us return to the work of the Lord.
As we should.
And like just as you're about to get back to work, that's when Nim like contacts you.
Oh. Nim. Yes, Nim.
Oh boy. Hey, Lazarus. I said Lazarus.
Yeah, once the connection is made, you're okay.
So what's going on? I've lost Kenna and Dis.
Oh, they're not lost, but Lazarus has no idea how to explain either.
I need to find Kenna because I need more money. I have a debt to pay.
Child, are you feeling all right? You're just sort of talking to yourself.
I'm sorry. I'm discussing with party through the ring.
Ah, right, of course. The Lord works in mysterious ways, doesn't he? Please, I will not interrupt your communication. I will busy myself over here.
And then Lazarus probably like gets out of the center of the workshop spot.
You're really lucky Father Max is such a good guy. Otherwise, Lazarus is just spilling what's going on right in the middle of town. Okay, so you wander off somewhere private.
I don't even know where train of thought was on anymore.
Oh, sorry. I think
was the conversation?
Nim was asking where Kenna was.
Yeah, I said there was a debt and I needed the guild bank.
And you said I don't even know how to describe what's going on.
Lazarus does not know. Perhaps ask Kenna.
Okay. And Nim hits the ring again and goes, Kenna! Hey, Kenna, are you there?
So where did Kenna go?
The sewage run.
Wow, really went out of your way. All right. So Kenna teleports into the sewage run.
Wafting
Druidic smells.
druid smelly deliciousness
Okay.
out my nose. Like directly.
Okay. So not long after you've teleported into the sewer run, like maybe a minute or so, you hear Nim's communication.
I'll touch it. Hey Nim. What's up?
Where are you at? I need some money from the guild bank. My 50 GP diamond was a little more than 50 GP, so...
Oh, alright. That's no problem. Could you just meet me on the sewage run, and I'll get that to you right quick?
As soon as you say sewage run, Nim is right beside you.
Yeah, Nim just like pops in, and it like...
And as like he does it, he touches the ring, and like he comes in like this, and then he flips his hand over, and just like, money please!
How much you need?
I need 43 gold.
For what?
Well, it was double the price because of adventurer tax, because we're only iron level or something. I don't know, he looked at my ring and said there was a tax.
The what? That sounds like a crock of bullshit.
I know, I tried to talk my way out of it and offer additional services, but the best I could do is that if I do something for him, that he'll knock 25 GP off and then give me 50% off from there on.
Are you holding out your right hand like you are in person? Like right now? Okay, you see the gem in his palm.
What is that?
I need the money to get rid of the debt gem.
Oh my god, that was the best way to describe that ever. I need the money to get rid of the debt gem. I was like, I didn't have a name for it in my notes, but I'm totally calling it the debt gem. I love that.
Alright, I'll give it to you, but we're running a little low on cash. This place is expensive. I didn't even buy a healing potion because they were 100 gold.
Well, it's not terrible.
It's not terrible. We only have 272 left now.
Okay, well, maybe we hold off on potions. I still have one in my bag, and I like show her that I still have a minor healing potion.
Okay.
Well, I'll give it to him.
This whole situation is just hilarious.
I'm enjoying it. I'm not gonna
So
lie.
I called Lazarus, and he said something had happened, and he didn't want to explain.
Oh, don't even worry your little head about it. It's all fine. It's all good. I'm just going to hang out here for a little bit.
You sure?
It's a good thing Nim doesn't know the roll.
I rolled, Jesus, I don't know, deception, I guess.
With advantage? Because he doesn't pick up on social cues.
That's very true. Nim, do
I think
you
your
feel
advantage is that I'm not even rolling insight, so you probably don't even have to roll.
Plus, I feel like Nim is just like, okay, whatever, I just came for the money anyway, bye!
Whatever, you're doing a quest here or something? I don't really know. Whatever, we'll see you later.
Oh, before he leaves, I want to be like, don't talk to blondes!
That's yeah, as you're like teleporting out, it's just don't talk to blondes. And as you reappear, there's two blondes in the middle of the market rung entrance.
Wait, is Dis there too?
Let's
No, he would have taken off.
No, he would already be gone.
Okay.
But yeah, he would like, she's like, don't talk to blondes, and then you teleport in and there's just two blondes.
Nim's like, and then he just he skirts around them to the first guy he sees, the market run guy. I forget what his name is.
Greeter.
Greeter.
Hi, welcome to the market rung. Can I help you find something?
Yeah, I'm looking for my friend. He's a drow. I came here with him about 15, 20 minutes ago.
15, 20 minutes ago. And he kind of like just rolls back. I am aware of him.
All right, is there any chance you can help me find him? Is he around?
Certainly. Hang on one moment. And Dis, you've been walking for about not really all that long, maybe like 3 or 4 minutes, and the one that you're following just like stops. He's just kind of like, we need to wait here.
That's weird. Why?
And he just like stops talking for a second.
Like wave my hand in front of his eyes.
He's just standing
You
there.
okay? Huh.
Nim on your side, he's just like, they will wait for us.
All right, well, let's head out.
Okay, and then you start heading to them, and Dis, you've got like 3 minutes of the guy. He doesn't stay silent the whole time. He stays silent for like about 30 seconds. And then just kind of like, we'll need to wait here. Someone is coming.
Who's coming?
A friend of yours, I believe.
Nim? Nim, are you coming?
Oh, Dis, hey Dis,
Hey.
how are,
Hey,
yeah, I need to go pay my debt, and I figured you were around somewhere.
so you're the one who's making this guy wait.
Yeah, I'm on my way to you.
Okay. Sorry, I was a little bit worried.
This entire thing, Nim's just like casually throwing out like, I gotta go pay my debt. And Dis is just like, oh, okay. I mean, whatever. I just saw like go mow down a girl. I'm up for anything at this point.
Kill a dragon? Yeah, sure, let's do it.
Let's do it, man. Let's just get back at her.
All Dis knows it's like a blood debt because I took out a girl, dude. Just fireballed somebody in the face. Well, I got reparations for that for sure.
No, I got it. Pro tip, don't say it's Surf and Turf's act.
Pro tip. All right, so you guys will come together in a moment. Lazarus, we haven't done a whole lot with you building the church. Is there anything in particular? I mean, obviously, the activity itself is fairly mundane. But is there anything that Lazarus is trying to get out of it, trying to learn while he does it? Just anything in general that you're kind of after?
No, nothing other than just doing what he's being asked to do and whatnot, participating there, and then suppose just trying to generally positively mingle.
Okay.
Just while he's helping out.
Sure.
Get a feel for people.
I think what we'll do, rather than describe anything very mundane, I think I'll do a luck roll and an athletics check. Just between just how well things are going, how well the construction's going.
Alright, well, luck was right down the middle at 10.
Okay.
Athletics was 14.
Okay. So the build is going. You haven't gotten as far as maybe you would have liked, but there also was the distraction. In terms of, interacting with people and stuff like that, it's been about average. Mostly it's been you and Father Maxie. There have been some of the other farmers have been coming in with the carts, but right now they're in more of the just trying to get everything to the site phase, so they're not really sticking around. It's mostly you and Father Maxie's kind of trying to lay out how best he thinks the rocks will go together, and then you're just kind of doing the physical build of things.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll kind of leave you to do that. In the meantime, the two of you have found each other.
Hey, Nim.
Oh, hey Dis.
So,
Kenna was being kind of weird.
oh yeah, I got a story for you.
and Lazarus is kind of being weird too. But I don't know. Oh yeah, I owe a guy some money, and I showed this my palm.
Holy crap! Did it hurt?
Kinda.
Ouch! But so, like, if you have any debt here, they just pierce you?
I don't know, but I'm going to pay it back now. I went and saw Kenna.
Oh,
She's
hell.
in the sewer drunk for some reason. Weird.
Yeah, some
Yeah,
crazy
no
shit
idea why that
happened.
happened.
I'll tell you about it on the way.
Nice.
I'll fill you in on the way. Wait, really?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him.
Just
On the
on
way?
the way?
With a greeter.
Well, no, not
who
with the
records
greeter
all
there.
these things?
How to explain this? Especially now that I'm in front of the greeter and I just said that. Actually, I'll explain. It's a long story. I'll tell you about it
tell me
later.
later over a pint of beer.
Exactly.
Sounds good. And then I guess I head back. I ask one of the two greeters to help me back to the
Okay.
shop.
And they do. Yeah, you're back out in front of the shop.
I'll go in.
Do you stay outside this time?
No, this time I'll come in. I want to see the debt gem get wiped.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. So yeah, you walk in, and sure enough, Larry's just kind of standing up there on top of it. Oh, you really did come back pretty fast.
I told you I wasn't going to screw you. I don't really like having outstanding debt.
I never thought you were going to screw me, young man. Just have to be careful and follow the law.
Yeah, no. If this is law, this is what needs to happen, but I'll hold out the 43 gold and
Okay. He grabs it from you. He's like, all right. Give me your palm there. And he just kind of reaches out, and you see him as he touches it. He kind of like pokes the gem a couple of times, but kind of like he's like poking in a certain sequence or maybe like a code or something. There's a little bit of a rhythm to it, and then it just kind of out of your skin.
Ooh. Is there like a mark?
A little bit, but nothing. It's like being scratched by a cat.
Okay. Nim's like, cool.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And then Nim wants to be like, so that deal we were talking about, is that still available now that I've paid the full amount?
Yeah, if you would like, usually we'd have to go through the guild, I suspect, for a discount job, as they call it.
All right.
What's your all's group deal? Your moniker you go by.
We're Surf and Turf.
Serpenter!
Because that wasn't just solid.
All right. I'll put a job in for you, and I assume you boys are iron, so you probably got yourself a broker, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Lil.
All right. Oh, Lil's your broker. Okay, yep. I'll put in a job for you and get it passed through her.
Awesome.
Sorry, Dame, I didn't mean to cut you off. I had a question for you, actually. Just a general question about teleportation between rungs.
All right, big fella, go ahead.
If I didn't have a ring, how much would it cost me to travel between rungs normally?
It depends which rung you're going to.
If I, say, wanted to go to the farmer's rung from here, how much would it cost?
Let's see. If you don't have business, it's just, travel for pleasure or shopping, that sort of thing. It's usually about a silver or so.
Alright, thanks for the information.
The soul-crushed look on Brennan's
All this for a
face.
silver.
It just looked so sad.
It's literally
for
like a
minute
bridge
there.
toll, and you just mowed the girl down.
I didn't know.
I mean, that kitchen rides for a silver, too. I feel like I don't know how much money is worth in this place.
It's true. You guys are only just starting to understand like how easy it is or hard it is to make that kind of money.
They charge
So
like 100 gold for a diamond, but then it's like a silver for teleportation.
I don't understand how this place works.
Maybe we're just like super rich.
Also, what was their room and board? Like five gold a day?
5 gold
Yeah.
a night.
Yeah. And
Some
we're
triggering
running
soon. Lazarus is still a single dad and 5.
Kenna has 11.
Yeah,
There's
just screwing
one
this out,
copper.
being 132.
You do
39
definitely
gold.
get the perception that adventurers probably make a lot more money than the average person here.
No.
I guess our business is kind of done here for now, then.
Sure is.
All right, well, should we head back to the farming rung, or is there...
We can head back there.
All right.
So much curiosity on Nim's part. Are we okay to head back to the farming run?
Then I'll go back or with them, and then once we teleport, I just want to... Let's go find a quiet place. I gotta tell you a little bit about the story so you're prepared before you walk into town. Walk farther into town.
Okay.
You guys do teleport into the middle of... Well, town is probably a pretty... Cabbage Run's not exactly big.
So,
But yeah.
I'll just look around for some, like, out-of-the-way spot that's still close by. Like, something Kenna probably found when she was trying to...
Yeah, I mean, you can... There's certainly areas that are, like, bits of fence and, like, old material like that. You could also go, like, behind the tavern if you wanted. You haven't really seen anybody back there.
Just head for the closest.
Yeah, I'll just follow Dis wherever he takes me.
Sure. Yeah, you guys find a little secluded spot.
So, alright, I guess I'll start at the beginning for this one. Kenna and I, when you went into the shop, Kenna came out maybe like 3 minutes afterwards, and then we went down to talk to a couple of women in an alley, because I was worried about chainmail guy going up, so, we went to talk to him. Kenna had a question for them, and
Okay, what was the question?
it was something about...
I didn't get asked because
Did I hear it? I thought you asked, but it didn't get an answer.
No, you asked a question.
Yeah.
She just didn't have an answer for you. You wanted to know if the potion
Right.
price was
fair.
Yeah,
fair.
It was. I would assume I heard the potions because I like disappeared halfway through. Maybe, like, on the
it would have been
periphery
like
of
the
my-
last thing you heard, basically,
I don't-
before.
Something about potions, I think. I'm not honestly really sure because at the same time she was talking, the other woman was talking to me, and she was admiring me, obviously.
Naturally.
Yeah, right. And she asked to see my ring, so I held it out. And then she touched it really well. She asked me if that was the farmer's rung. And I was like, well, this isn't anything suspicious. And I went, yeah. And she touched the gem for it, and we both teleported to the farming rung. And that was when I realized I fucked up. So
And that was when he realized.
I instantly grabbed her with no problem and teleported her back. But the problem was the other one somehow got to Kenna and made her teleport.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so when I came back, Kenna
gonna
was
laugh.
Kenna was a wild goat. Well, Kenna was a giant goat charging the other woman who was running away screaming rape. And I was like 5 seconds away from disappearing because you know how those allegations go.
Oh, yeah, those don't go well for anybody.
This is all sort of weird now.
And so then I realized that after she hit her, everybody was looking.
Wait, why did she hit her?
I don't know.
Just doesn't actually know.
Wait,
I'm
okay,
not really sure.
then what happened?
Poor Noob. Then what happens?
Like, did she kill her?
No, it wasn't fatal, but it looked like it was.
That's a perfect description. It didn't look. It wasn't, but it sure looked like it.
Have you ever had a white piece of bread? They shook it around, just like kind of split. That's what it kind of looked like. Would you get
What kind of image is he drawing?
What?
Just watching Dis like cry. He's laughing so hard.
So then after she hit her, I was like, holy shit, I need to make a distraction to help out the situation. So I ran in and I was like, it's Surf and Turf's new skit. And I realized that was a mistake.
That's one way to put it, yeah.
So to rectify that mistake, my brilliance, might I say, plan was to go, that wild goat is attacking that person. This wasn't part of the plan. And I went, somebody get that goat. And then I think Lazarus went after it. That was really lucky. And then Kenna just like took off. And I'm assuming she got away. That's probably why I found her in the sewage rung and she was waiting it out or something. I mean, so then I grabbed the woman really
There's
quick.
just so many questions.
Nim has that like finger raised like and then this is just like
So that before anybody could get any wiser about the situation, I grabbed the woman and teleported her back, saying I was going to get medical attention. But I think, would I really notice Lazarus laying on? I've seen him do it
you
before.
would have seen him walk up and touch her.
And I would have known
Yeah.
something, obviously, and the only thing powerful enough that... Right,
yeah.
yeah.
And she did like afterwards, so
Lazarus, just as he went by, healed her. So she was okay. But when I told her back to the rung, she was a little bit dazed still, being split in two.
All right. So he like magically welded her back together then?
I mean, yeah, this is basically what happened there. It was like... I mean, she wasn't fully split in two. I'm kind of exaggerating, but it was pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen, I'm pretty sure we've killed things that it didn't look nearly as bad. It was a rough situation is what I'm trying to get across here. But then when I made it back, I told her that it was just a wild goat that attacked her, and she believed me. And it seems like we're okay there.
What about the whole... This is a surf and turf.
I kind of, played that off, we were starting the skit, and then, everything went wrong, and I wasn't expecting that, and I was, Surf and Turf was there to heal and help the situation, and that's why Lazarus took off. I'm hoping that's what goes on anyhow. I haven't really been back.
Lazarus, while he's explaining that, can you do a perception check for me?
You notice people are angry.
Oh, well, passive.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're working on the building as Dis is catching Nim up, and you just happen to look over to the middle of town, and you see the two of them teleport in, and then they kind of scuttle off in the opposite direction. And I feel like because you're pretty focused on the church, you're kind of like, okay. And then 2 minutes later, you look back to the center of town again, and you watch 5 people zone in, all in that plate armor that's engraved. And they kind of just start spreading out throughout the town.
Oh, fuck. I'm sorry.
Lazarus doesn't even know if it's related yet.
No, I'm not saying you are. I can't tell them it happened. I can only tell you it happened. But somebody has to know it happened. Otherwise, I'm just going to seem like a dick in a minute.
Does Lazarus even know enough about anything that happened to report that? Is Father Maxie there?
Yeah, Father Maxie is there, and I will note, you're not really up on what all happened, but this is definitely the first time you've seen this many guards in town, so it would at least stand out as a bit strange.
I would probably just ask Father Maxie while I was there, do they normally come walking through?
And Father Maxie kind of looks over and he goes, do not worry, my child. It is merely the city guard come to investigate that poor woman's accident.
That would seem relevant.
What do you mean, my child?
As in, we just witnessed the accident and now there are guards.
You are right. We should go to them and tell them what we've seen.
After you, Father Maxie.
He's like, don't worry, my child. Everyone knows the city guard are good, God-fearing people. And he just kind of starts walking towards one of them.
Sure.
Okay. Lazarus starts walking over too. Alright, back to you guys behind the building.
That's the long and the short of it.
I'm gonna be right back. And I go to the sewage run.
I'm gonna be right back. Alright. Kenna, what have you been doing in the surge rung for the past, say, 20 minutes or so?
Meditating. Centering
In a stink.
myself. No, I have a druid crafting.
Yeah. She's got a pocket of pretty flower smells in a sea of horrors.
I'm pretty sure it just smells like flowers and burnt butt hair. But that's...
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. Druidcraft can only do so much, but at least she's not, actively gagging.
The other thing, too, is she does not mind the smell of shit.
I guess, yeah, you're an animal person.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's strong, but I mean, it's still just waste.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Ken has been meditating for about 20 minutes or so, because it took you guys a while to get back to the shop and do the thing and blah, 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 blah. So yeah, suddenly Nim appears.
Kenna,
Hey, Nim.
I just heard a kind of interesting story. I was wondering if I could get your side of things.
All right, yeah, that's fair. So I was in the potion shop. They wanted to charge $100 gold for potions, which is outrageous in my opinion. And I went out to go ask some people if they knew what a good fair price was, because I screwed up in the potion shop and told her that I wasn't used to this kind of stuff, and so I thought maybe she was taking advantage of me. Anyways, I went up to these nice looking girls, and one started hitting on Dis, and he disappeared with the girl. And then I stepped away from the other girl because she was trying to, like, get all up on me. And I pressed to go find Dis. And she, like, touched me at the last second and came with me. And then I tried to grab her, and I couldn't grab her. So like, when we got to the farmer run. So I changed into a goat because my thought was, well, maybe if I get her on her back, then I can just, like, get her back there quickly because I didn't want to get into trouble. But then she started running away and yelling rape. And then I had to run after her to get her. And then I hit her harder than I wanted to hit her. And then all of a sudden everybody was looking at me. And I ran away.
Okay. I heard Lazarus went chasing after you.
Oh, yeah, he did that. Yeah.
And then what happened?
And then I came here. Because
So-
he told me it'd be suspicious if I just showed up in the farming rung then. Right
What?
after the goat disappeared.
Why wouldn't you just conjure a goat?
Because I didn't think about it.
And you could have been
I
like, this
knew-
is the goat!
I knew Nim would be the one to ask that.
I tried to get him to give them Kit, but he wouldn't give him Kit.
Well, no, because Kit's a tiny goat.
You know what? It was a real stressful situation, and I wasn't thinking straight, and all I wanted to do was get the girl back to the marketplace, and I didn't mean to hurt her, and I was going to heal her.
Church.
But I think that I would have known that Lazarus healed her, right? Because I saw her
Yeah.
pop back up. But Lazarus healed her, so it should have been fine.
They still don't go attacking people in
I
future.
didn't mean to attack anybody. That wasn't my intention. My intention was just to get her back to the marketplace, and she wasn't cooperating.
Poor Lazarus is just like, I just wanted to build a church today.
Proper God-fearing dragonborn. These heathens are off the
Alright, so
storage.
you're hiding out here until...
I don't know how long we need to stay here till. I'll stay here for a while longer. I don't feel good with myself right now.
I want to do a perception check.
Okay, what are you looking for?
People.
Okay.
Nope. Passive 12.
It's really hard to tell on the sewage rung. One thing I perhaps maybe didn't explain well enough about the sewage rung is that it's, I mean, obviously besides the smell, it's quite slimy and very moist, and there's kind of a, like, fog that pervades it.
A shit smell fog.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's moist, and it's humid, and it's stinky, and, like, it's pretty hard to see.
Okay. I'm gonna be like, well, yeah, I don't really know what to tell you. That seems...
Should I stay here? Should I come back to the farming run with you? I don't know what to do.
Well, I'll be back.
Where's Nim going?
The farming rug.
Okay, so when Nim reappears in the farming rung, he sees two things. The first is that there are guards around now. The second is that one pair of guards is talking to Lazarus and Father Maxi. And another guard is talking to just a farmer that happened to be around. And another pair of farmers is walking around the tavern.
Farmers or guards?
Guards.
Okay.
But quickly, because they would have been talking to you before Nim came back, we'll deal with yours. So Father Maxi walks up to one of the guards. Well, two of them, I should say. And he begins conversing with them a little bit, just explaining. They kind of come up and they just kind of like, Father, and an adventurer. Well met.
Well met.
We wondered if we might ask you some questions about what you saw today.
Certainly.
All right, why don't we start with, did you see a young lady get attacked by a wild animal?
Absolutely.
Could you describe the animal for us?
Large goat.
I see. Any idea where it came from?
No, Lazarus was simply helping with building the church, and then there was a commotion, and Lazarus looked up as the goat struck her to the ground.
Okay. And did you see where this goat went after the attack? Some people have told us they saw you heroically chasing after the rabid animal.
Lazarus chased, and then chased after a corner and wasn't able to find it.
Deception roll.
I wasn't able to find the goat.
It's true, he wasn't able to find
That's
the
true.
goat.
It's not so much that, it's the part of him not knowing where the goat came from.
You have inspiration still, too, right?
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
I'm not saying to lie.
I feel like this is an important deception.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll do my inspiration just to be try and get a higher one.
Okay. That leaves just Nim with an inspiration left.
You feel inspired. Nice.
Alright, well, I don't have anything for deception, so 22.
Okay. The guard listens to your story and just kind of nods along with you. And
I suppose I'll add in the part where I healed her on the way by.
certainly.
Yeah.
Just kind of, he nods, kind of, that lines up with what we've heard from other sources. Don't feel too hard, adventurer. We do have mysterious animals on these rungs sometimes that act a little weird, so it may have just been some sort of runaway animal from one of the distortions. Don't worry, we'll look into it, and if we find anything specific, we may put a job in to have it looked at more closely by the guild.
Certainly. Lazarus will be here. Shall you need anything?
Absolutely. Thank you for your time, adventurer, father. And they just walk away.
So I guess at that point,
Yes, you see two heading behind the tavern and everything else I described.
Nim needs a drink. He's just going to the tavern.
He's just gonna go get ham. So what the fuck just happened?
All right, Nim's heading into the tavern. Lazarus, I assume you're going back to the building the church?
Yeah, if my father actually is still building on building.
Yeah, he's kind of like, he's giving you like the small talk of just like, it's been an exciting day, hasn't it, my child? And just kind of like starts walking back towards the church. In the meantime, Dis, what are you doing behind the tavern? Nim's only been gone for about a minute.
For about a minute? I'll probably
Yeah.
still wait for a bit.
Okay. So you're waiting, and you see two individuals in plate armor come around the corner. As they do, they just kind of, "Ho there, citizen."
Hello.
When you raise their hand, they go, sorry, adventurer. We wondered if we might have a moment of your time.
Go ahead.
There was an incident here earlier today, not all that long ago, where a young lady was attacked. We were wondering if you saw this event.
As a matter of fact, I did.
All right. Can you tell us what you saw?
I saw a goat attacking this woman, and then the goat taking off and running away, and then Lazarus, one of my companions, a dragonborn, chasing after it. I'm not sure really what happened to the goat after that, but I took the woman back to the marker rung, and left her there after she had been healed, and I made sure she was okay.
I see. Any idea how these women got to the farming rung?
Yes, I'm sorry to say, but I do. When I was talking to them originally, they touched the gem on my ring and they teleported with me.
I see.
I didn't know they were going to do it. They kind of just jumped at it. They asked to see it, and I didn't understand why.
I see. How long have you been an adventurer?
A day, maybe.
You've only had the ring for a day.
Only had the ring for a day.
I see. Was it explained to you its purpose?
To teleport and to show your status, I believe.
I see. And no one warned you that someone may seek to use it on your behalf?
No, I didn't expect it at all.
I see. Well then, it can hardly be held against you that 2 young women tried to use you as a service to get between rungs. We certainly won't hold it against you. Be more careful in the future, however.
I will.
It's not a serious charge, but it is frowned upon unless there is a direct need for an adventurer to move a person from rung to rung.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. I'll make sure nobody gets the free pass unless it's absolutely necessary.
So to make sure we understand before we go, you were tricked into teleporting these 2 young ladies to the rung, and then you, from what we heard from the greeters, you brought one back to the rung first, and then went back, we presume, to get the other, and that is when this mystery goat attacked?
I can only assume that when I was sneaking up on the other one, she was walking away. I didn't want to hurt her, so I wanted to teleport her back. And I'm assuming that in my focus in trying to catch her, that the goat came out of the... No idea where, to be honest. It doesn't seem normal.
And the other woman that was with you when the greeters brought you to the shops, was she also attacked by this goat?
I thought she came with us to talk to them originally, but she was talking to the other one when I teleported. I'm not sure where she went after that. I assume she just... I assume when I got back, she just took off back to the marker room to find our other companion.
I see.
Any of these timelines I hit so hard.
Well, it certainly seems like it's been an interesting day, and no one seems to have been seriously hurt, thanks to some healing services provided by, as I understand it, a companion of yours. So I believe we can leave the matter rest at that.
Thank you. And I'll keep better watch on the ring and making sure nobody teleports with it, other than myself.
See that you do.
I just wait for them to...
Yeah, and they leave.
That was a lot of half.
I'm that freaking GIF that I just can't...
Yeah, he didn't directly lie, so I was kind of like, okay.
He used his knowledge gaps very well.
Yeah. I think what we'll do is we'll take a quick break, and then we're running a little later today than usual, but we'll maybe do a quick session to kind of wrap up your guys' day after we come back.
Okay.
All right. Wow, what a cliffhanger. I wonder what's going to happen next time. Seriously, guys, thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening in. If you liked what you heard, share us with your friends. If you hated what you heard, share us with your enemies. Seriously, though, like, comment, subscribe. We'd love to hear from you, and we'll find out what happens to Doubles and Dragons next time.